support wasn't just politeness. It was something deeper. Saturday morning, Claire's apartment, breakfast. Andrew's phone buzzed. Text from Rachel. Been thinking about our coffee date. Feel like we ended things too quickly. Would you want to try dinner? No pressure. Andrew showed Claire the text. He didn't want secrets. Claire read it, handed the phone back. What do you want to do? Andrew deleted the message. I already know where I want things to go. Claire smiled, didn't ask who Rachel was, trusted Andrew's decision.
Damn, ain't that some shit? So one of the women, so one of the ladies he tried to date in the past suddenly hit him up out of the blue after the man done moved on. And instead of this new woman getting all upset, pushy, and uptight about the whole thing, she was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you make this decision. What do you want to do? And he made the right choice and told her, and she said, nope, I'm not dealing with her ass no more. I moved on. Plain and simple.
But I have a question. So I remember like one of the videos, he got mad at I think it was girl number two. Is that Rachel?
Yeah, I think so. No,
Rachel,
it was a Melissa woman. I know
Melissa
Rachel
was number two.
co-parent. The one woman was looking for a co-parent for her children after a failed marriage. The other woman that you're referring to was looking for a safety net after spending years building an empire and not having a man around.
Okay, so Rachel number two, I'm sorry, Melissa number two, if I recall correctly, he got mad at her for ghosting him. Like that was part of the issue where they were dating for a little bit. She said he was boring and then she ghosted. So why didn't he just tell her we're not compatible? Why not answer her? Because to me, when you don't respond with a clear no, you leave the door open and she might come back again. Why not just tell her, Rachel, I'm or Melissa, lady, whoever, I'm good. Like this ain't gonna work. Why not just tell her that?
You know what? That's a very good point because when people don't give direct yes or no's, it does kind of leave too much confusion and, like you said, leave some doors open. That is a good point because I've been seeing that for a while. I mean, to me, it's not cool to just make promises that don't guarantee to go to fruition. But something else I used to also hear is people can grow up, people can mature. So I'm thinking like maybe he gave those two ladies a chance to see, have they grown up, have they matured, or did they just simply evolve into worse versions of what they were when they were younger? Clearly, he got the latter based on
Well,
based on what I recall from that.
even if
Again,
that is the case, even if you notice that the people you're talking to haven't evolved and grown up, do you meet them at their level or do you stay at yours? Like, I just feel like if he's so mature and he's on top of his game, he could have just simply told her to go on about her business at this point. Like, I don't know. It seems immature to me to just constantly keep ghosting that lady every time she comes back. Tell her to stop coming back.
well, you know what they say, what goes around comes around. That's why you got to be careful who you do this with. Come on, it's not like you've never been ghosted or ghosted somebody before.
I'm not saying that I haven't. I'm saying if we're
Hold on a
putting him on
second.
a pedestal as evolved, if we're saying he's a better man now, then he should make better decisions. We shouldn't be going tit for tat on something petty if he's evolved. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. And Tiffany said, so he badly ghosted her the way he was ghosted. Pretty much that's kind of what happened. But he ghosted her after finding out what her true motives were. Again, she wanted a goddamn co-parent even because of a failed marriage. And as you mentioned in the previous live, why are you a divorced woman looking for a co-parent and your ex-husband is still in the picture? That didn't make a whole lot of sense. And like Tiff said, you can only co-parent with the other parent. So why put that burden on somebody that's not even the father or mother of the kids? So we already established that. So he goes to her after the fact. Candy Cane, are you there?
No, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm actively listening to you. I just muted because I didn't want to interrupt you and I have background noise.
Oh, okay.
But no, I understand what you're saying. I just feel like I don't want to overlook the problem with these videos is they make Andrew seem perfect, like he's doing all the right things and everyone around him is doing the wrong thing and it was just timing. But I'm saying that if you just look at Andrew, he's not perfect. Nobody is. We all have flaws.
I don't think they said he was perfect. I mean, I think in the previous videos they point out some of his imperfection. Like you said, none of us are perfect, but he seemed to be doing everything He seemed to be doing everything accordingly, building an empire at 28, trying to get his life in order and trying to find a good woman. But the other two were just not in it for him. Again, one wanted a co-parent, the other one wanted a safety net. This Clara woman is a much better. The Clara woman, the third woman, wasn't looking for either one of those things. So that makes her a better fit.
Here's my issue, though. You got to keep in mind, just like he was dating around, they were dating around. He was at 28 building his empire, trying to get his stuff together. In that process, in that time, there were women that Andrew passed on. I don't. So it kind of bothers me that we feel like just because people rejected us in the past, like they were wrong for doing that. I feel like people have reasons for why they passed on you. It's okay. And a lot of times the rejection is your protection. That's why I say I don't believe in spinning the block. Let them people live. So to feel like, okay, I get it because you feel like the women are coming back. Don't pass on me and come back to me later when you feel like I got it together. I understand that. I do. Because now it makes you feel like you are being an opportunist. Nobody likes an opportunist. But people have a right to pass on you. Nobody owes you anything just because you feel like you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's the thing we try to avoid. Is bad. I mean, as men, we are success objects. We're known for our success, but we don't want to be used strictly for our success. We don't want to be selected just because we got something going. That's what he's trying to avoid. We talked about the difference between selecting a partner and choosing a partner. Selecting, you're going strictly by resume. Can he pay the bill? Does he have a job? Is he God-fearing? He checks box 1, 2, and 3. That's it. But when you're choosing, you're going beyond that. You're going by character. And those two other women didn't care about his character, only what he can do for them. But the third woman, she said, fuck all that. I want your character. I want who you are. Are you experienced? Do you have good work ethics? Are you romantic? Stuff like that. Character, the essence of who you are, not what you can do.
And I'm sorry. I want to ask, is it okay? Because I tried restreaming while I'm live with somebody, and it's just a lot to focus on. Do you mind if I just use parts of this later?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Just don't defame it.
No, I mean, I don't think I've ever done that. Have I done that?
No, I'm just saying, if I say something you don't like, don't be like, you heard what this ninja just said? I'm going to get him. No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay, let me tell you something. I'm a very vocal person. So if there's anything that I ever don't like, I'm going to call it out in the moment. I'm not a pussy about anything.
Good to know. Good to know. And Tiff said I'm sure he passed up plenty of women. That's his right. Yeah, it is his right. And experienced at 28. Well, at 28, you're more experienced. People say the frontal lobe is developing to your 25 or 26. I guess you